Okay guys, I got coyote hide on here. I'm going to do a little fleshing video. I got the cartridges out, cartilages out of the ears here and everything. I kind of started and did the head. I don't get a lot of meat or anything off the head on this coyote here. So anyways, what I do is I put everything into my belly here. And the nice thing about this pipe is I can actually tuck it in there and then keep going. So what I do is I just kind of work around the head, and then I just turn it, and I work. I do freeze my coyotes before I start to flesh because of it's easier to get the fat off as you farther on go down. As I notice these later on coyotes that we're catching here are there's not much, they're getting a lot less fat on them. So, and then I just keep rolling it on the pipe, and wherever the meat comes off, you can see I kind of nicked it over here. You guys can see that. There it is there. Kind of nicked that one before, and then they're very thinned on the legs when you're fleshing. So then I just keep working it all the way around. And I use these Necker style knife. This one's a Weeb 12-inch or something like that. I try to get as much as of the meat off as possible. A lot of it around that neck doesn't come off. And I always favor the side of the one side of the pipe, and that's what makes it all nice. So as you can see, it gets into doing in between the front legs. There's always a bunch of fat in there. Then as I keep going, I just keep pulling, turning. I keep scraping until I make a full turn. Kind of where I catch up on the other side. I just keep on going there. You can see there the fat, it's getting a little more towards the back there. Hope everybody can see what's happening there. So I just keep turning it and going. We get on the back here, the hair is a lot more denser, and then it's harder to scrape. So I noticed on some of these coyotes there's an extra membrane in there, and if there's no fat with it, I don't reef it off, because 9 times out of 10 you'll put a hole in it pushing too hard. But you can see on this one here it's coming quite nice. Then I take the long legs and I fold it in right by underneath in the armpits. There's always fat and stuff. You guys can kind of see it here. But I tuck it in on the thing there. You can see the hides coming nice and white. And I just keep going around and around. There's some more in here. work it from side to side. Right in here is very thin, so that's where you really got to watch. If you'll poke a hole in them right away. And I turn a little bit more. Just keep on rolling. Like I said, it's beam is the right height. Hits you right here, you can hold the hide. Some guys put clamps down in here. I haven't had to need that so far. And on the thin side in here, you can really feel the beam on the back side. So. Just turn it a little more. I'm kind of going against everything here, so just pull this up. It seems once you get past these legs, everything starts to go a lot more easier. So. I just push, and I don't put a ton of pressure on there, because if you start going too much, you get a little bit too far into the hide. Back here again, and you can see already that not a whole lot to scrape off there. There's that meat membrane, but I notice sometimes it doesn't come off, and I don't push it too much. If you notice, it's going to come off, and then kind of work it. You can see there's a layer of fat under there, so then once you kind of get it working, because you can really pop holes in it right away, and then we gotta sew. See, there's a layer of fat underneath that membrane there. Once it starts to go out, and it'll start peeling off as soon as you kind of meet it there, and then away she goes. Now you can see where the white of the hide is, and as you work it, everything seems to start following with it. Back a little. This way a little bit. Bring it up to here. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself on one side. In between the front legs here, as you can tell because of the green belly. Just kind of work it around. Here we are back on top again. When you notice you're getting too far away, bring her back up. Just funny on some coyotes to other ones. Some are, everything just peels right off, and the next one you gotta work it. I'm usually about a half an hour to flesh a whole coyote. Sometimes it can be a lot longer than that. Coming nice and white. We're on the belly again. Just gonna work the sides. I kind of keep pushing it down all at the same time. Try to keep it even as much as possible. The coyotes this year are extremely fat. So there, a lot of work goes into them. I know it's one thing to catch them, but finishing off everything else is something else. So I just run her off, as you just seen how I did that. I'll bring it up a little more so you guys can see.